Can one live a fulfilled life as a public figure, celebrity, or a social influencer? Or what really brings oneself fulfillment in life? So I feel like for you to even put yourself out there on this social media, like to be a public figure or a social influencer or politician or anything, then you should prepare. Because even as you are not like on spot, like you're not out there, some people are talking about you. So by all means, when you put yourself out there, there'll be haters and there'll be likers. So you have to make sure that as you are going out there, you have to be emotionally strong. But there's some people who say that they didn't mean to get popular. Like these people that they are funny, they're venture guys, and those people that they didn't opt to be popular, but then it just happens that their video pops out. Someone will ask that, then those people too, what can you say about them doing it? The whole thing is, if your video pops up and then you push it, by all means it will start to spread. You're accepting to put yourself out there. So if you're accepting to put yourself out there, then you have to be ready to be emotionally prepared for whatever that it comes with it. So I mean, that's what I think about this. What do you guys think about it? You think?
If I'm getting the question right, it's talking about fulfillment and how your social status actually helps you.
And maybe you putting yourself out there if
it makes you feel fulfilled. I think it varies for everybody, because you might meet someone who feels that if I put myself out there, if I let people know me, I'm okay with that. For them, that's fulfillment. They feel that, okay, that's their purpose, that's their calling. They want people to know them on a particular subject matter. Maybe they want to take hair tips. Okay, I'm giving hair tips to people. That's my fulfillment. Or sharing a Bible verse every day, or teaching something in the Bible. Or I mean, it's a lot of how do I call it, categories to pick from. So it varies from each and every individual. Because for me personally, I wouldn't want to put myself out there. I like to play the background all the time.
Of course.
So I like to push people rather to go out and then face the world while I play the background. And for me, that's my fulfillment. But then the person who I'm pushing is because they want to be known. They want to be seen. They want the whole world to know that, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And so for them, yeah, that's what they feel drives them. And like our pastors, they feel, well, if I win a soul, that's fulfillment for me. If I give this to this individual, that's fulfillment for me. If I open up a charity foundation, that's fulfillment for me. But I don't think being a celebrity, personally, I don't think being a celebrity or being a public figure or being known by a large mass of people should be enough fulfillment for you, because in the end, your life is not your own any longer, because people will dictate your life for you. Because, I mean, look at these slave queens that say, yeah, social media influencers. Yeah. Now they are forced to sit there to live a certain life that they, on a normal day, they wouldn't live, because do it for the gram. Exactly. So at the end of the day, you haven't fulfilled yourself in any way. You are living for people now. And that's how come you have people sitting in their homes, taking nice pictures, and then you meet them in person and realize this person is going through a hell lot of issues. But then they make you think that, okay, you know, they are fulfilled. Going to restaurants, taking nice pictures, traveling, doing this, doing that. They make people think that they are fulfilled, because why? They need to live up to their audience. And so fulfillment, it comes in many diverse ways. But then you can't say that being a social media influencer or sitting in front of camera to take pictures for people to watch you should make you fulfilled, because we came to the earth with a certain purpose. The fact that you found opportunity or you found a chance in something does not mean that's what you're supposed to be doing. And that's how come a lot of millennials now is like they are how do I call it? They have misled themselves. So what someone really had passion to do, they are no longer doing it, because society is making them feel that if you do this,
I get you, but what about those that them see that is their life? They are not faking it, but then they're actually like, to them, that's their self-fulfillment.
Yeah, self-fulfillment is not purpose.
No, I feel like they're doing it. They fulfill something in life. Like, okay, this is what I want to do. I fulfilled it.
Yes.
So what about those people too? What do you guys think about it?
I think fulfillment comes with setting goals and achieving those goals. Is that if your goal is to be a veterinarian, and at the end of the day you are attending to animals and you are good at it, or you are achieving the results you expected, you should be fulfilled enough to know that what you first of all wanted to do, you've done it and you are good at it, and that should be okay for you. The next step from that would be, let's say, going higher from the form or from the place where you have got to and then continue. If you find yourself to get into the public space because of what you can do or what you do, it comes with responsibilities. Now, you talked about this eventuary guy or whatever.
Yeah.
You see, if he didn't want to become popular, he had one simple option: stop taking videos, or stop going in those videos.
That's what I was
stop
saying.
making
You
those
could have
videos.
just let the fame die down.
Yeah.
It
That's
will just
what
die
I
down.
was
When you
saying.
stop, it will just die down.
Yeah.
You see, the woman who was preaching during this Corona time, it was like,
Oh,
"Ora
daddy.
Jesus," and then show me, daddy.
Oh, daddy.
I saw her at Kanishi 2 days ago. Just 2 days ago. She's an evangelist. She doesn't care about the videos you are making.
Yeah.
The way she was walking around there, it's like
Yeah,
she's not bothered by
Whatever publicity.
Ora Jesus say. No, she's just walking. I think for someone like that, she's fulfilled by what she does. The fact that she's preaching to people, and you said by winning souls, some of the pastors by winning souls, she's okay with that. But if you want to enter that public space, enter social media, and then when the backlash comes, you want to go and hide. No,
It won't happen.
you have to face it head on. Yeah, when you look at somebody like McDonald's says something like Whiskey and Sarkodie, or those quiet ones. Now you can say whatever you want about Whiskey. Tell him he's mad. Tell him he's on fire. Tell him his mother is a witch. You won't even get one reply from that boy. When you're over popular, you won't give that. You won't mouse our platform to cry. So when you come into that space, you should know, say, yeah, Charlie, there are people like you said, people will hate you. People will like you. Some will scare. Just relax and be there.
So, speaking about the public space, some people deliberately, I know people will be like, I want to be on TV, I want to be an Instagram queen, I want to be a Snapchat king, or whatever they call it.
Snapchat king.
Yeah, or whatever they call it. So, like,
Snapchat king.
I want to be an influencer. We have people who have those goals, like, this is what I want to do. So when such a person finds him or herself in that space, they will start having this kind of fulfillment. Okay, so I've achieved this. But we have people who don't even know what they want to fulfill in life. Like,
They're going with the
they are
flow.
lost. But then they feel like, okay, so
Because they
now
hard.
when you dress this way, when you do this, you become popular. And once you become popular, people will start giving you deals saying you'll be rich.
Yeah.
Those are the people that when they find themselves in that space, they end up getting depressed from cyberbullying or the stress, the tension, you have to live up to certain standards. But then you know that fulfillment varies. Everybody has what they want to fulfill.
Exactly.
Somebody will just want to do A, another person wants to do B. So, when you find what you want to fulfill, that will determine whether you are fulfilled or not. So, let's say the woman who, I can't remember her name, quiz mistress. I doubt.
Which one from the enemies?
Yes. I doubt popularity was the main goal. Hers was to just organize size and mass quiz amongst students and all that. I remember watching that way back.
Kids like
I grew up and I saw it, but then it took time, and now she has become popular. But
because
then
of social media.
because of social media, but that is not her goal. I'm sure that eventually, as time goes on, I've not read a lot about her or seen her on a lot of interviews. But then one time I heard her talking about the people go on international fields and they know how to do the calculations and all that, but then they can't do the practical work. I'm very sure that the day the winners go outside and they're able to do the practical work and they win and they come back, it will be her greatest fulfillment. I don't know, but then I'm saying it. I'm very sure. But then getting the popularity is just a top up, an icing on the cake. So you have to know what you want to do before you can say you're fulfilled or you're not fulfilled. That's my take.
I also think that, see, some people before they put themselves out there on social media or anywhere, somebody is coming just because maybe she saw this person's number of followers. Like, I'm talking in line with fulfillment. And they feel like, oh, okay, So me too, if I'm able to do whatever and get this,
12K.
like, yes, 12K, 30K, whatever, like this kind of following, then to me, I have achieved something. So that's the standard that they have set, like for their, like what will make them fulfilled. Somebody too is maybe doing a campaign, say cancer awareness or something. That's why the person is getting a following. You understand? So in that line, when he or she feels like, okay, she's being able to enlighten people about breast cancer or whatever, then means that she's achieving her goal. You understand? That would also bring that particular person fulfillment. But the other person too, the likes, Charlie, it's just the likes. You understand? Just the numbers piling up and up and up and up. Because some people, they call themselves influencers and everything, but you ask yourself, what are they influencing? Who are they influencing?
Lifestyle. The young people.
Lifestyle influencers.
What kind of
So
lifestyle?
every trend that comes, they just jump on it and then
Trendsetters.
they are moving.
But
I
then
think
let's not just base on only the self-fulfillment. What about the emotional capabilities that comes with you being out there? You know, the politicians are also public figures. Somebody just wants to stand for what is right.
Sure.
Like to him, yeah, his community is not going on, the roads are bad. That's why he's really going to this politics thing. He doesn't really want the fame and everything. But then it just happens that it's associated with it. Before you realize his family's business is out there and all those things. What about those people? No, I know it goes with the like to him, the emotional capabilities. Like to him, his own is that he wants to get a community, like everything should go on. But it just happens that in line of what he's doing, fame is associated with it. Like these politicians that stand for what's right, they are few. So when they do something small, they're out there. Do you see? So then his own is that if everything goes on, that's his fulfillment. But it just happens that before I realize, people that are against him bring up his family and when he was young that he did this, all this exposure to. What do you think about those ones too? If it really affects them.
On the emotional level, I think that most of the time you can't really prepare yourself for it. Okay, you to some extent, but once you put yourself there, then you start to grow with it. As in, you start to grow out of maybe I don't know if it is fear or the pain or whatever that comes with it. Like the more you get the backlash and everything,
You go
right?
right.
Yes, the more you know how
Not
to deal with
everybody,
it.
right?
Yeah, but it's not everybody,
Everybody
that
that
is
can
able
stand.
to go out of it.
Yeah.
Talking about fulfillment, fame, emotions, it's really complicated.
It is.
So let's say, okay, so let me use Nadia as an example. Me per se, I didn't even know she was married till she had her twins. That was when her family, like her nuclear family, started coming out. But then at a point when I realized, oh, she shows the kids off and all that, I realized that at that point, she has she now
Controlled
knows
what-
that, okay, now I want to show my child off. I want to show my family off. So at that point, it wasn't like the media bringing it, but then she does a video of herself and all that. So you can see that at
So
that
able
point,
to control what she puts out there.
she knows that, okay, at this point, I can control this. And even that she regulates what's come out. She knows that, okay, they make their decision. I want this to come out. But there are certain instances you can't make the decision. For example, let's say maybe growing up, you grew up in an area where everybody knows you and all that. You become famous. And example, if you're a politician and the opposition party wants to backlash you, that one, they know where to go. Okay, so you are from Tema. Okay, so they can go to Tema, ask people, pay people, get the information, and before you realize, everything is out. Boom. But then,
That's not the goal. The goal is what you want to achieve.
uh-huh.
It's like you're walking and then dogs are barking. You can't stone every dog. Some you just look.
But then there's
forget
levels
about-
to it. For how long can you just
No, but then you
But-
know, if
bite you?
you can.
And so those that try to
You
bite
just
you,
focus on your goal, but when it's become extreme, you can address it a little.
What if addressing makes it worse?
Some
Some things that you can't just
Yes.
control it.
no,
And you can't
some things
ignore
are
it
there,
too.
You just have to ignore. Some things are there, you just have to speak out. Like Ikea Ghana was beautiful. When she realized that a lot of people were bringing in information that wouldn't help her psychologically and in terms of her business. She just made a statement. Please, when you come into my inbox, it should be business related. You shouldn't bring topics that is not related to what. She just had to speak out.
Solve the situation.
So at that point,
how she wants to it
Yes,
doesn't
unless
really
she
matter.
just blocks the inbox.
Yeah.
no. People will bring it, but
Like
then
the DMing and
it will reduce as compared to the way it was coming from every source. Sometimes you can't control it. You just have to psych up yourself. Unfortunately, in this part of our world, we don't consider certain things. Outside there, example, let's say DJ Swish, Nakiyat, all those children that come out from this reality show and that. Outside there, they have psychologists. They have people that are able to, because the children have their own goal. Like DJ Swish should say, I want to become a gynecologist, a DJ. It's a whole own dream. As she grows, that is the focus. But then, you know, there are lots of things coming to play. She's popular, she's young, people want to take advantage of her, people want to intimidate her and all that. But then our society do not even give room for, because somebody won't see the need. I don't know here psychologist. Go through.
But the thing is, the most important aspect of our life is our sanity, and then how do you call it? Mental health.
True.
So social media, if you think that you are saying things that you can't bear, two things.
You should leave it.
Leave it or give it to someone. Yeah, leave it or give it to someone who
can manage.
Because there are people. Yeah, there are people that manage accounts. Those people, what they read on social media are merely not based on them. So there's no emotions actually attached to it. You understand? They are going to ignore most of the things they see. Because it's not even about them. I'm the one managing it. And you're speaking or you're saying things concerning maybe Jeff or someone. Mostly, there's, first of all, I even don't have idea about what you are saying. And I can't go and ask Jeff that, I saw this thing, is it true? Yeah. I'm here, I'm paying you to handle it. Yeah. You are not supposed to come here and then come and ask me questions or things you see that you think that are derogatory or whatever it is. So it
but then you're handling it. Someone is handling it for you, but you're also seeing what is going on.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. I was watching this episode of GoCast, and Dave Chappelle came to speak. He said he had this conversation with his dad before he became a comedian. He's a very popular American comedian. And his dad said, and this was, it's either you make it or you don't. And he said he's going to make it. And his dad said, before you go on this journey, name your price. Name what's most important to you, what you cannot sacrifice. And if you have to sacrifice it, quit. So he got to a point, he was offered 50 million USD. And Dave Chappelle walked away from that money. As at that time, it was a lot of money. And then he came back and then they asked him why. He said he cracked the joke, and the way it was a racist joke, and the way the white people were laughing, that was the first time he had received laughter, made him a bit scared. He did not appreciate the laughter he got. So he saw he could not go in the way. He left it. And this was at that time US #1 comedian. And he just disappeared because he noticed that had he gone down that road, it would be a slippery slope. There would be no coming back from it. So he decided to walk away.
What I also think that social media offers three things. It offers fame. It offers, if you're smart enough, it offers business. And it offers influence. But it takes someone who is very, very much into it, someone who is very observant, or someone who knows what they're about to tackle all these three. Someone, let's just say someone like Tunde Ednut or something like that. He has influence. For his riches, I can't say. I know he has fame. You could notice that if you watch Big Brother Niger, he has so much influence in saying that his followers should vote for this. Last year, I think he chose one person that he wants this person to win. His followers gathered, or they were solidly behind him, and then I think they worked towards it. This year too, he has he chose one person, and then I think they worked towards it. That same thing could go to another person, and the person has just fame, doesn't have riches. doesn't have any influence. We just know him. You understand? So this social media thing, the first thing we should actually understand about social media is it is different from the real life.
Right.
The first thing you should understand is very different from the real life. If you actually think that social media is someone's life, there are people that social media is actually their life. What they do there is what. But think about it that what they do there, it's not as if there's camera somewhere that is actually showing is like a reality TV show. Even reality TV shows are acted.
Yeah, scripted.
Yes. So imagine that we are all having a conversation, then I just take my phone and then I just start recording. Immediately you notice that you are recording, then you start acting. You understand? So what the first thing you should understand is that, and then when you're on social media, one thing on social media is don't believe everything you read about yourself.
About yourself, huh?
Yes.
That's strong.
Yes, don't believe everything you read about yourself in the sense that people actually talk about what they see based on what they are seeing.
True.
So if myself, I'm acting and I'm posting it out, and you're thinking that you know me based on me acting and putting it out, you know me, come on. And then I just acted and put it on my social media. You're thinking that based on how I've acted, you know me to the sense that you come and say something, and me stupidly too, I get emotional about it.
Oh Lord, don't say
Yeah,
like
it is
that.
true.
Popularity comes in different forms.
Yeah.
Everybody and how popular they are, but it's all about choices. The fact that you become popular doesn't mean it should change probably who you are or maybe the perception people have about you. Like he said, it's true that the kind of things people will say about you can even change you as a person. Like people will say, this girl or this guy, he's some way. You realize that you've accepted those comments or compliments about yourself and it becomes who you are becoming. So the fact that you have popularity is even saying do something good with it, even though that's not what is happening. It's saying that, okay, I have popularity, maybe I'm a model. So it means you're going for the people that are into modeling, the people that want, you know, like I had a problem with Miss Malika ladies like this. Like they go for a certain, group of ladies. They don't want probably Miss Excel or something. You get it. So I saw this lady going for Miss Excel and I was like, that's something you should push out because it's supposed to be a contest for everybody, not just some particular people. And that's how popularity is. Like it goes for those kind of people. So if you follow it like that, you probably just be lost in the whole mix up and then it's not cool. So it's just a choice. I am popular. Maybe I'm popular for music. I'm popular for art. I'm popular for politics. Like that's your line and you have to do what, and then you said something about purpose. Maybe that's your calling. And then your calling is maybe politics. And then to you don't want to make it popular, but because you are in the fame, you're in the limelight, like it's going to influence somebody to do something. So I think popularity is good. It's just that people are not doing like right with their kind of fame or the influence they have on people because a lot of the world is watching you. Okay, the world is watching everything that you do. So if you are doing it, you have to put at the back of your mind that, okay, I'm not right now, I'm not living for myself alone. I'm living for my family, like everybody out there, people are watching me, kids, somebody's looking up to me so that anything can go south, you see, and people are just, so popularity there is crazy. Sounds like.
Yeah, and I feel that the fulfillment, we've just left it too vague. Because fulfillment doesn't mean the moment you achieve it, that's it forever. There's short-lived fulfillment. True. You can just have it for a short time. So maybe it's been your aim since you were 9 years old to be popular. Change. And the moment you achieve it, Charlie, for the first 6 months, you're all about it. I'm popular now, I'm famous. And then month number 7, it just disappears. And this is something that happens all the time. If you look at most of these famous people, Kurt Cobain killed himself. He was on top of the world when he did it. I was listening to a J. Cole interview. He said once he got on top, once he became J. Cole, A-list J. Cole, he realized that it wasn't how he was expecting to feel. He was expecting to feel like a god, but it wasn't there. And then now we see J. Cole with the dreads and all on a bicycle. He has realized that it might not just be worth it. That might not be the most important thing to him. So I think the fulfillment, we left it a bit vague. So yeah, fulfillment isn't always fulfilled.
Some people will be popular for one thing, and then maybe that's where their fulfillment comes from. You see, then the fame dies out. Then they start doing other things just to get their fame. You see, maybe someone became popular for a joke. Before you know it,
getting success is as much as it's easy, as much as it's difficult. Getting it is not as complicated as sustaining it.
Yeah.
That one is true.
Like you just die out, and means you have to start doing things outside the normal to start getting the fame, because you have to keep up with the brand or the name you've given yourself.
Vanessa, you're talking about how when you get popular and you're not living for yourself, you're living for your family, you're living for people that are watching you, the world is watching you.
Yes.
Sometimes it's that pressure, right?
Yeah.
Fine, you're ready to you know that fine popularity, things will come inside. You know you're ready to do it. But then as soon as you realize that okay, now people are watching you, the pressure, the listener, I'm putting my family out there in. Even if I'm trying to do this, the whole thing makes it very difficult. Like even though you were ready, like I get it, like you are ready, you know that's what's going to, you're ready for it. But then some of the petty things that you don't expect to be out there now will be out there. This is how come some young people, they're listening, they're killing themselves, there's suicide, small cyberbullying. Like sometimes you are used to it. People have insulted you, normal. But then maybe one just want to go and say something. You've heard it before, but maybe at the moment the person said it, you're at your weakest point. And at that moment, it will just get to you, and then you don't even know yourself again.
Can I say something? So, with what you are saying, when I said probably a person is living for the family and the world, not like the backlash you'll be getting, but you are putting yourself there that because you're already popular and you know that people are looking at you. Once you become popular, there's no going back. You know that people are looking at you. You've put your family name.
What we all need to understand is even as a person, me, I can't like everybody.
Of course.
Yeah.
You understand? And then there are people that I actually don't like them, but I don't care about them. That's the same energy that you should channel towards yourself. That not everyone is going to like you.
Of course.
Those that will like you.
Yeah.
And then one thing we should also understand about social media is not everyone that follows you actually likes you.
True. People are just watching to find mistakes in what you
That's
do
it.
most of the time.
You mentioned pressure. You coming to the realization that right now there are a lot of eyes on you. I don't think all the time it is pressure that it gives you. Sometimes it just curtails your movements and how you do things. Sometimes it can even help you to like thread on the right path. You understand? It's not always like bad pressure, like everybody attacking you here and there. Like you know that if I make this wrong move, this person will see, this person will see, this person. So in a way, it molds you.
Someone like Naramali, someone like Shatawali. Their life is their life.
Their life is their life.
No, but you know the thing is,
Bobrisky and all those people.
Their life is their life. Like I don't know, but then at some point, they know that
They regulate what goes around them.
Yes.
Because if let's just say if you are using someone's past against him, everyone has a past. So that one it doesn't matter. But if you are using the present circumstances of the person, that is when the person needs to question. Because let's just say we are in a room and then something is happening, and then all of a sudden I see it out. How did this get out there?
Yeah.
You understand? But your past experience, those things they will definitely going to go out.
But then, like you said, they regulate what they want to put out. Sometimes you've thought about what you want to put out, and maybe there's this show you want to bring out or something, right? What you are bringing out is supposed to lead to something good, like promote something or bring a good cause. But then somebody will just use that as a way. So maybe, for example, like, you relax.
The first I want to ask you, who is that somebody?
People are a lot of
like you, for example, like these celebrities, they bring out charity, these non-profit things. Their idea is to help children. Someone say that. So where they'll have a discount or Gadano. Like you see, sometimes it's not like you don't know that you put yourself, people will talk. Sometimes it's not like you don't know that whatever that they say, you don't have to mind them all. But then sometimes, but sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment, you forget all these things that you are saying. Like at the moment, as I'm not so I don't want even the advice you give to somebody or to yourself. At that moment, you will not even listen.
A practical thing with what she's saying is when I think now he has stopped. Sarkodie. Like getting to the end of the year, he puts together one song and then he brings up and coming rap. No, it's not Empower. Empower is Mr. Easy. He brings up and coming rappers, or he puts them on the song and then he puts it out. People started saying that it's because he wanted
his career is dying.
Yes.
He wanted to overshadow them so that he can be on top all the time.
And it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So the case is people will still say it, but the case is Sarkodie might have an agenda doing that. We don't know whether that is true or not, but like let's just say 4 years ago when he released how do you call it, the one trumpet, you could see that all those people that were on that song are at a level now. The best Sarkodie can do for you is to put you. Sarkodie is the biggest, one of the biggest brands in Ghana. The best he could do, or he can do for you, is put you in his music video. The rest, yes. Sarkodie, one thing I like about Sarkodie is that he doesn't actually address everything he sees. He really doesn't care.
He doesn't even just go on just any interview. Like even if you call him, he won't come.
That's the
thing.
kind of brand you have to build for
But then-
yourself.
will kind of predict the kind of backlashes or the kind of shares you get. We're mentioning somebody like Bob Risky.
Yeah.
You see,
No,
with
Bob
the
Risky
situation of
on
Bob
Naira
Risky,
Bob Risky, I said
she said
Bob
Bob
Risky.
Risky. Bob Risky, the subject, he or she, I don't know whether it's a she,
He, she.
is keen or is tackling, is in Africa or in Ghana here, or Africa, is a negative subject. If people are giving you positive feedback or something like that, you should know within you that the positivity they are giving you, it will die out. They don't really like you. You know, Bob Risky, Obi and Kancho say, oh, Bema, you know. Right now, if on social media he said it's fake, it looks like, oh, he or she, I still want to say he or she, looks nice. Now, if he or she appears before you, and you know that this person in front of you is a boy, and the person is dressed like that, the thought you get in your mind there, that is the real stuff. And I believe that if you are putting out, you see, the real stuff in there, if you are putting out that real stuff to Bob Risky, wherever he or she is, they will know that, hey, these people don't like this. And they would come to accept that what I'm doing, people don't like it.
To some people, it doesn't really matter. There are some people that say that what actually Bob Risky thinks that he or she is doing. The thing is, they always put it, once it is benefiting them, it doesn't really matter what you're thinking. And then there are people that have an agenda that don't let success get into your head. Don't let success get into your head and let failure get into your heart. So with someone like that, Bob Risky, now she has 2 point something or she has 3 million followers. He or she has 3, she has 3 or 4 million. She has 3. Yeah, she doesn't actually care. Once he's putting food on her table, on her family's table, he doesn't really care about it. But one aspect that brings backlash, me personally, that I actually don't like. Anytime I see, I don't care who you are. Anytime I see on social media is when you give someone something and then you post it. How will it look like? How will it look like? I'm needy. I want something. You are giving me what I want, and you are taking a picture of it.
Oh, I think that one has 2 sides. For me, that one I feel like that's
no one. See, let me tell you. Let me tell you. No one actually likes.
No one actually. But you know, sometimes this charity people, they post it out there not to show that they are serving you, but then to show that whatever that they're really standing for, they are doing it.
Does it really matter? Does it? Yes,
some people is like, oh, okay, I'm doing this. Help me.
So maybe next time I'm going out.
But then some people too, they want to do it and they are snapping like collect. Do you understand? But then some people too, it's not that too.
He said, so long as he's putting
So it doesn't matter.
money on his family's table. Do you know Bob Risky went home to his father?
He had to dress like a boy.
He had to dress like a man
Yeah,
to get to
but
the
as long
house.
as he's
But
bringing
he's
money.
saying that
Yes,
he
that is
would
what-
not look that
Yes,
way.
that's what I'm saying.
So
That
it means
once
his family
it's-
is not in support of
But
it.
his family
But they're
doesn't
taking
give him
the
food. Like just that. If you're hungry, nobody can ask you, Charlie, you don't take this thing or take this money. No one will come. Always come to you say, Charlie, today they say you don't go take. But if you the job where they get what they want, what be the essence?
You see, as I said when I was starting, I'm like, popularity, it stands for everybody. Someone like Bob Risky, I don't know if you call the thing, him here, transgender, I don't know.
Hey,
Is that what they,
he's not a transgender. She.
yeah,
No, female.
yes.
Or him-
You know, there are other
he
people
female.
like him out there. In Ghana here, we have, does it work, or him Martin? I don't know if
Yeah.
he's also him, she. Her, he boy.
Yeah.
She boy.
And he's gay.
You
He's
get
a boy.
it.
Yeah,
And
he's
yeah,
gay.
you see, there are people
People
out there like
offended.
these Bob
Like-
Riskys, these or Himatins
Yeah.
that they also think that if I'm telling people that, okay, come out and be who you are, because to Bob Risky, he or she thinks that I'm being my true self. Okay, so he's
Have you ever
living his
thought
own
that? Have you
truth.
ever thought that Bob Risky could be deceiving everyone?
Yeah.
He or
It's
she.
possible.
Yeah, man.
It's possible.
Yes. So once
then-
it is to your own
But then can I-
advantage, once
can I-
it's to
his or her own
advantage. It doesn't matter.
Can I ask a
He's
question,
standing
guys?
for the people that like him. Really?
Are you saying, and all of you are mentioning people that can withstand all this insults and everything, like Bobrisky, Sarkodie, Whiskey, Naira Marley? Are you saying that the people that they cannot stand, they shouldn't come out? Or
No.
Somebody to no.
That's why I said. That's why I said. If you can't stand, someone can manage it for you.
But even the person, for example, Vanessa, I'm sorry. For example, Vanessa, or you are popular. You cannot stand whatever is going on social media. You got to maybe Jeffrey to manage it for you. Are you trying to tell me that's managing? You will not hear anything.
No, you will hear it. That's why I said.
But you see every
You have
But then my own is that no matter what, you still
You
know.
have to get counsel.
You should consider that some of these people, they have psychologists, they have counselors that actually
Those that they don't have. These are our social media influencers.
The only thing you have to know is you're not the first person going to be popular ever.
Yeah.
You've seen people popular.
won't
You've
be
seen the
the last.
kind of
But
love
what's with
and
my
the kind
own
of
is different.
backlash and the kind of negativity they've given and they've gotten.
But then what is different?
See, let me tell you something. Even if you yourself, you think I'm a good person, I love the world, I'm doing the most for everybody, I'm doing all the good things. There's someone somewhere that will come and post on your timeline that they will say that you, this person, who are you? Who do you think? You know, whether you are the nicest person alive and you are doing all the right things popularly, people will still come at you anyway, anyhow. That's why you have to be prepared as a person, because popularity is not just something you pick on the floor and do.
And
you have to be prepared.
As the
These
popular
influencers,
saying,
they go through a
if
lot,
you
so
want
they will
to
not
make
tell you. They will post
everybody
it.
happy, sell ice cream. Even it's a lie, because some people will still tell you
It's not code enough.
It's
It's
true.
not good
Even
enough
if you are
for
doing
you.
all the
but
good
then,
things.
but then I feel
But then, guys,
And even the publicity thing he said, it's a step. See, they say when something happens, you either react or respond. If somebody runs your publicity, you can't react. You can only respond. Because if I'm going to type and you say I should write he's a fool and I'm a publicist that gets paid, I'm not going to type that. You want me to lose my job?
Some people would actually do it.
No.
Yes,
A professional publicist wouldn't do that.
That's
They
why I
have
said
their
professional these days.
Some people,
takes
most people,
pictures of
those people, their emotions are detached from what
Yeah,
their
see,
work.
if I'm working for you and somebody come to write that you're a fool and come in, so
And
but I have the access to their account.
Their manager or something.
But
Then
you
they
are
come and say
offended.
you are-
And
No,
They
no
will
matter how
take
much
it
you
back
tell
for
me,
you.
my brand is also at stake. I'm a publicist. I'll say I've worked with Sarkodie before. They will say, are you the guy that Sarkodie says write to your phone and you used to write?
They can't hit
Yeah,
somebody.
so you can't write.
So, guys,
So it's the publicist's job to
Considering all
take
what you're
it.
saying,
Yes.
leading a normal life, whilst you're an influencer or in the public eye, or you are quite popular on social media, it won't be easy. You should know it would not be easy. There was this time, was it Ubonokoro? She said she was going to buy food. I don't know, it's water or cocoa or something like that. Going to buy porridge. Someone took a picture, put it on, was it graphic or social media? And like the type of headline they put on it. Yeah, she was even surprised. Said, I was just buying cocoa. And
So-
that's what you're saying. You should be prepared. If you're not prepared, like he's saying, don't try it.
Yeah. So, guys, then can we all agree that whether you made yourself become popular or you put yourself out there, or whether it came by mistake or anything, can we all agree that it's up to you to manage it, or yeah. I think we can all agree to that. And then now, from everything that you've gathered, it seems that fulfillment, it changes. As soon as you fulfill, you get whatever goal you want to achieve. There's always a next. You are never satisfied. Yeah, but then you'll be hungry again.
So, fulfillment.
You probably say, okay, all my life I want 1 billion. You get the 1 billion. It
still
won't be bad if I get 5 billion.
5
And you keep
billion.
going and you
That
start,
would
even
take
if you are
So that
popular,
means
you
that
start
human beings
giving-
are always hungry for more.
Yes.
So there's
That's
up
the
to
human
you.
nature. Human
So
nature.
if you're a public figure and you cannot regulate whatever that
Give it to
is put out
someone.
there of you, and you can't give it to somebody, and you're tired of the popularity, you can't.
But,
I mean,
but,
I
but
like
depends.
Nadia. I like Nadia. She doesn't put her business out there, and she's still popular. People love her for whatever she does.
big bosses
So
like
just be
But
yourself.
not
At the
everybody
same
can
time,
be like
be-
Nadia.
Jay-Z.
That's what I'm saying. That
Jay-Z,
just be
the last time
yourself.
Jay-Z tweeted,
Be
like-
yourself as a person.
Like last year inside.
Last year,
Even activists.
You understand?
Activists.
But they always did there. They always did there. But yeah, man.
the moment you
We
react,
right now.
That's the-
We
if
right
you're
now.
giving people the opportunity to even say more nonsense to your staff.
funniest thing they say right now, the social media self now, they get private accounts. Go fit switch off your comments. You go fit.
Yeah,
You understand?
It's
So
your
no,
personal
yeah, man.
popularity.
So
Do
right now
what
you
it
dey
is,
manage
what you
everything.
want. That's it. Just be yourself while doing it.